What's up guys, Swinging P here. You guys already know. Today we're going to be installing my welded diff. I just picked it up from the homie Ryan Scott. He hooked it up for a great deal. He said it was a S14 diff. It's a S13 diff with a S14 cover. Not too big a deal. Basically the difference between S13 and S14 diffs is that on the rear of the diff, it does not, actually the nose of the diff, it doesn't have the front bushing. So I spent $60 for the diff, $60 for the new energy bushings that come with it that I'm not even going to be able to use. So, kind of bummed me out, but not too big a deal. I'm just going to throw the diff in, try to do it as soon as possible. It's super duper hot right now, so I got it in the shade, and I'm going to start cracking on it right now because it's going to get cool sooner, and then the sun's going down. So, yeah. Another thing we did was pull out the motor of the Silver Moss. As you can see, no motor. Mike got the motor, so that's going to him. The shell is going to be up for sale if anybody wants this clean ass S14 shell. Just needs a tube front end. 95k miles, has interior in it. No seats. I'm going to be selling the seats unless you want to buy the seats with it. Yeah, another thing I did is that I took out the leather seats out of the Cobalt, out of here, and then put these zebra seats in here, so kind of made some progress. Alright, so here are my goodies. I'm loving how the white leather seats look, but here are my goodies. Got a valve cover gasket, gonna do that after I put in the welded diff. Got my welded diff right here, as you can see, no bushings. Got the Master Pro 8090 for the welded diff. Got some ratcheting wrenches, and I got some energy suspension bushings that I'm probably not going to use, but I might, so we'll see. Alright, so I got the car jacked up, and there's all this red shit. I saw the red shit before, but I got a really good look. This is a S13 diff as well. So, gonna have the bolts to make this all correct. Alright, so I got the exhaust hanging. I got these two bolts back here, there's two 19s done, and then I'm just doing the axle bolts right now, rotating the tire. One thing that I did find out about this car, this side has 12mm axle bolts, which look like this, which is the OEM style, and the other side has these 13mm axle bolts, which are not OEM. Alright, I was getting so frustrated with these stupid axle bolts. I just ripped it out. I actually just dropped it out. Would have been kind of pretty savage if you guys would have saw that. Weird that this guy painted all this. He said he never touched it for 11 years, so it must have been the guy before him. I put on this exhaust, but everything else was all red. So, I'm gonna move this out of the way, and I'm gonna fill my other one up with fluid. I'm gonna unbolt it, see what it looks like, and yeah, gonna get down and cracking. Alright, so here's what it looks like. It is not plate welded. He did say it was stick welded, so should be good enough. Welds don't look too horrible. I would prefer a plate welded diff, but for the price, you know, we'll see how this lasts. I do have three spare diffs, so I can get one of these VLSDs welded. I'm gonna crack that one open to see if it is a VLSD, but if not, then I'm gonna get that one welded, plate welded, and then throw it in when this one blows. But for the most part, it looks alright, pretty solid. Definitely looks like it was driven on. So I'm gonna get this filled up with fluid, and I'm gonna get this RTV'd and throw it back in. Alright, so I got the thing all RTV'd. I got my Master Pro right here. I didn't get any better oil. I usually go with Lucas, but they were sold out at O'Reilly's. So I'm gonna go with this, rip on it, then change the fluid. Gonna try to get this all in there with no funnel. Shit. So fucking annoying. Fuck. I didn't record any of that. well, most of it. I was getting pissed off. Fuck that diff. I'm still gonna crack it open later, not today, to see if it's a VLSD. Got that welded all in there, bolted up, everything's nice. I'm in the middle of cleaning up. About to drop it, test drive it. About to be mint. Alright, so we're in the car, everything's finished. About to start this bit up. Okay. Mint so far. Throw it in reverse. Let's hear if this baby chirps. There we go. Oh, it's chirping. Feels like the trans is honestly. Huh. It's harder for me to put inside gear right now. It's kind of pulling to the right. Alright, so I'm chilling in my car. I'm about to go take this oil to O'Reilly's and install the valve cover gasket. My clutch isn't pushing in all the way because when I swapped it, Andrew did the clutch and he set it with weird settings, so wouldn't put it in first gear or second gear. It was just chilling. So right now I'm going to try to adjust the clutch pedal and see if that helps it a little bit. If you guys have ever been under here or want to know about this, this little thing right here just pushes the clutch pedal how far back it can go. See how it's only going about from the farthest part of the clutch. It's stopping right there, so that's where it was when I was driving. Mint.
Myself okay, you're special, but I treat you like my equal, never lesser. I was 26 years old when we had dropped this.
Alright, so I got my Felpro gaskets from O'Reilly's, my broken ass 10mm, and I'm going to start getting cracking on this valve cover. Bang. Alright, so looks good. As I can see right here, the timing chain guides have already been removed from this motor. Looks good so far. Clean it up around the edges after it cools down a little bit. But right here, I'm going to start getting this prepped for paint. Alright, first things first, I'm going to get rid of these fuck sticker. Now we're going to hit it with a little degreaser. Just a tad. Alright, so got the valve cover over here in the transmission graveyard, and I'm going to start spraying it. I got this Rust-Oleum metallic, and I'm going to see how it looks, so let's go. Alright, this is what it looks like about 4 coats in. Looks like shit. There's speckles all up on it. I'm not too worried about it. Might do another little quick sand over it and then hit it with another layer. I don't know how I feel about this paint job. Fuck it. Alright, so I let it dry, I sanded it a little bit down, and I did another coat. It looks a lot better than it did. So I'm just going to let it dry and then I'm going to install it. Here it is, the finished project. Looks a little like shit, but I'm not too worried about it. Just got out of the car wash. I just did one of those little automatic car washes. It's the first time I've actually gone through one, and I am so stoked on how it looks. The other hood was so faded. This one is just complements the color so much. I am getting everything paint matched, and I'm putting on my Silver Moss doors. I've said that a million times, but this fat dent is starting to annoy me. At first it wasn't, but now it is. I am loving the white leather interior. It's not too much more comfortable than the zebra seats, but they definitely look doper. And as long as I'm not being thrown out of the seats, I'm pretty, you know, I don't really care about that. I might do a little test for the welded diff right now. We'll see if nobody comes and spots me. Well, peace out, guys. Subscribe for more. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you guys think this is dope, throw it down in the comments. I'm super stoked on this car. This is definitely my favorite car. Might be the one I keep forever. I don't know. Well, peace out.